I analyzed, reviewed, and dissected 100 of the highest performing thumbnails on YouTube in the last 30 days. I'm talking about videos that have millions of views. I'm Tom, and I'm building a design studio right here in my attic. I've worked with countless creators generating millions of views, and my goal for this video is simple: to find data-driven strategies that actually help grow channels. And looking at this wall, I found something pretty scary as a designer. Beautiful thumbnails don't often mean clickable ones, which kind of ruins the point of my job, right? If you're a designer or have studied graphic design in the past, a lot of the principles over there don't really correspond to YouTube philosophies. But today I'm going to break down 3 different visual patterns that 80% of these thumbnails all share. And then I'm going to open up Photoshop and do a little designing of myself, because what's the point of me telling you how to do things without showing you? Okay, so let's start with the biggest mistake. I call it the clutter trap. A lot of creators think that more information equals more clicks. But look at this. Your eye doesn't know where to land, and if a viewer has to search to see your thumbnail, unfortunately, you've already lost. The viral data revealed the 40% rule. In almost every top performing videos, the main subject, whether it's a face or an object, covers at least 40% of the canvas. It needs to be readable on a smartphone the size of a postage stamp. Look, you can test this yourself. Let me just grab my phone. Okay, so open up your thumbnail on your phone, hold it at arm's length, and if you can't instantly name the emotion of the object, crop it tighter. So remove the background elements, remove the distractions or blur the distractions, whatever you want to do. Just make the anchor impossible to miss. Pattern number 2 is visual tension, and this is pure psychology. It's got nothing to do with design. The best thumbnails don't show the result. They show the split second before the result. They open a loop in your brain that only clicking can close. Right, we're gonna play a game. Look at these 2 concepts from the same video. Option A is KSI knocked out cold, and then option B is him being punched up seconds away from failure. Which one do you think has the better click-through rates? Voted for option A, and you suck, because option B absolutely crushed it. Why is that, I hear you ask? Because option A gave away the ending. There was no tension in that thumbnail. When designing for portfolio clients, we always ask, what is the question this image asks? If the thumbnail answers the question, then just redo it, because that's pointless. Now this next one hurts my designer's soul like you wouldn't believe. And it's all about authenticity. Typically, we are trained to love the high quality photos, the amazing photography, cinematic elements, and all that nice things, right? But on YouTube, perfect doesn't normally relate to that nice feeling. It normally relates to a fakeness feeling or some sort of like advertisement. The data showed that slightly grainy, high contrast, oversaturated images often outperform the really polished ones. They feel authentic because they feel like a friend has filmed it, not a corporation. Now there is a clear outlier against this third pattern called Mr. Beast. He's got very cartoony and fake thumbnails. But in this video, I'm trying to help out the normal people. You know, the smaller guys. Shoot me. Shoot me for helping out the smaller guys. So in the general term, don't be afraid to crank up the contrast. Don't be afraid to oversaturate the reds and the yellows. We're not really trying to win an art gallery award, but we are trying to stop thumbs from scrolling past. We need something to pop off the screen, okay? Okay, so theory is useless without any sort of traction. So I found this thumbnail from a small channel in our community. It's got super high potential, but it's failing the 40% rule and it has 0 tension. So using the Macfolio framework, we're gonna fix this bloody thumbnail. So first of all, I'm gonna cut him out, and then I'm gonna blow him up by 150% at least. So instantly the emotion is on the screen. Now the emotion is good from him. He is showing that he's very disappointed that he has no job. Just by applying the 40% rule, it has made a huge difference already. Now step 2 is to sort out the background and the elements. Now it's pretty clear that this thumbnail doesn't have some real tension going on with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make his clothing seem like he is out of a job. He's currently in a really nice suit. I'm also going to change the background and the elements to be a little bit more suitable for this thumbnail. And there we have it, the before and after. From low click-through rates to a click magnet. As much of a click magnet as I am a awesome magnet. So essentially that change took me 3 minutes, okay? But it could potentially double the views that video would get on the channel. You don't necessarily have to be a pro designer to do any of this. You kind of just need to follow the data and see what works. Anchor your subject down, create the tension, and keep it authentic. We're not only just building thumbnails that generate hundreds of thousands of views, we are trying to create a whole brand identity for that client. So not only do they look more professional for sponsorships, they just just feel better about their channel as a whole. If you want to see a business side of running a design studio, or you just want a bit more growth tips, click that subscription button, and also head over to my Instagram and drop me a follow over there, please. Thanks, guys.